I'm going to tell you something we've never told anyone. To be totally honest, we worried it could be seen as insensitive, but it is why we started and why we're not like anyone else. Before Comic Relief began, our founder, Richard Curtis, the one of Love Actually, Blackadder fame, he was visiting a group of mothers in an Ethiopian refugee camp during the famine in 1986. They were having their children weighed in a little blue plastic nappy. You put your legs through. And these kids were malnourished. And one of them slipped through one of the legs of those weighing pants. The baby was unharmed, and the mums erupted in laughter, even though they were in possibly the scariest moment of their lives. The laughter connected them in a moment of much needed relief. We've all experienced pain or challenges in our lives, but somehow, in those darkest moments, we find a way to get through. And often, it's laughter and love that help us through those times. So we thought, what if? Could a group of crazy comedians use laughter to unite people to change the world? So we did what us comedians do best. And we put on a little one-night stand-up gig at the Shaftesbury Theatre.
Oh, Romeo, oh, Romeo.
And it got lots of laughs and made a fair few quid. So then we thought, why not try telly? We knocked on the door of the BBC and asked them if they'd put on a 7-hour TV show. They laughed at us. They said no one would watch, let alone donate. But guess what? They did. You did.
Because it's time for Comic Relief.
A staggering 30 million of you tuned in. And that little experiment in 1988 turned into decades of comedy and compassion all rolled into one.
Listen, just because this is Comic Relief doesn't mean you should speak in a silly voice, right?
Then, millions of kids in schools, families on sofas, friends, colleagues, even whole communities came together, picked up a red nose and started doing something funny for money. You, the great British public, showed up and proved that when people are facing some of the toughest times of their lives, you'll be there to support them. People you'll probably never meet, but whose lives you will definitely change. And with that fabulous cash, we've funded so many things that have helped provide solutions to some really big problems. It's helped people in real crises, provided food, shelter, water, basic healthcare, so many brilliant, successful, life-changing projects.
Now they feel more pride because dignity has been restored. And once dignity is restored, they take pride in what they have, and that is amazing.
But we've also always fought for causes that weren't getting the exposure or funding they needed, and we've got them noticed. We gave some of the earliest LGBTQ plus focused funding to Stonewall back in 1992. We helped fund the Time to Change campaign to help end stigma and discrimination faced by people with mental health problems, a problem that needs more attention now more than ever. We've also done some pretty crazy stunts, some that have almost got us shut down. Anybody remember Sir Billy Connolly running naked around Piccadilly Circus? Difficult to erase that image from my memory. And there's been lots more where that came from. So, over the years, we went bolder, braver. We've done more things that we were told wouldn't work. Books, records, merch. We didn't wait for permission. Charities aren't supposed to do this stuff, but we did it anyway. Woohoo! We changed things up, pushed boundaries, took really big risks for really big rewards, torturing a few celebs along the way.
This is definitely by far the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Honestly, it's been scary and more than a bit hairy at times. But those things we did to bring the comic and the relief together, what Richard saw there in that Ethiopian refugee camp all those years ago, are all the things that make us who we are today. And you might be asking yourself, why does that matter? Well, here's a stat that will knock your flipping socks off. Since those crazy, humble beginnings, we've helped change over 100 million people's lives. Can you believe that? Over 100 million people. In some cases, lives saved. Imagine. And that's why we're not done. Because we all still need to laugh. We all still need to give and to receive kindness. And sadly, the world still needs that kindness more now than ever. Every day. Because the reality is, poverty isn't a one-day-a-year thing. And while the daily challenges people face keep changing here, in the communities where we live, and in places further away, one thing doesn't change. We can all keep doing something to help. So, we're pushing a new boundary. What if laughing and giving wasn't just a one-night-a-year thing, but a persistent, beautiful, regular act of joyful generosity that keeps on giving just a little, month in, month out? What about that? It's why we're launching Not Just a One-Night Stand, a new super easy way to give a little each month and have a few giggles along the way. And when you give, we'll send you some fun stuff every now and again, as well as tell you how your cash is helping to fund the best projects that are changing and saving lives all year round. What could be better? Go on, push the button. Cue Fab Track by the Sugar Babes. I've been waiting patiently for you to come and get it. You try to burn there, but hit it. Push the button, let me know you got it. I'm gonna be in the Sugar Babes. Go on, push it.